What's up guys, my name is Daryl and welcome to this dropshipping tutorial. Today in this video, you are going to learn how to create your own dropshipping website with WordPress. Now in this video, we're gonna cover everything. So we're first going to show you how you can build your website, and we're gonna go all the way to the end of marketing it and making sure that you start getting traffic and sales for your dropshipping website. And the great part is about this video is that you don't need to have any sort of experience or knowledge of coding. Everything here is done with a drag and drop builder. In fact, you're gonna have access to hundreds of beautifully designed templates that will make making your website really simple and really fast. Now I promise you, if you watch this video from start to finish, you're going to have your dropshipping website up and running in about 2 hours. Now, you might not be driving Lamborghinis by the end of this video, but you are going to know how to start your own dropshipping website from scratch. Now, what is dropshipping and what can you expect to learn in this tutorial? Well, first I'll be showing you how you can import products from Aliexpress onto your WordPress website really fast and really quickly. After that, I'm going to show you how you can start marking up these products so you can start making a profit. So for example, we have this product right here that costs $11.71. We're then going to list it on our website for $33.24. Now, if someone purchases this product right here, you're going to make a $21 profit, and the supplier is going to package and ship everything for you so you don't have to do any of the hard work. Now, some of you might ask me, what's the difference between WordPress and Shopify? Well, WordPress is much more customizable and way cheaper than Shopify. In fact, with Shopify, you'll end up paying more than $299 per month, assuming you don't get any apps whatsoever. With WordPress, you'll end up paying a one-time fee and having more customizable and more flexibility than Shopify. And don't worry, I'm not gonna make you buy any course, and I'm not gonna make you sign up for a free webinar. I'm just gonna give you the tools that you need to start a dropshipping business. And also in this video, I'm gonna teach you how you can market your dropshipping website so you can start making sales. Now, I'm not just gonna teach you Facebook, but I'm also gonna show you a better option of Google Merchant Services where people can actually type something on the search engine and your products will display right there in front of them, making it very simple and quick for them to click and buy your product. So if you're finally ready to learn how to make a dropshipping website and you want to learn how to use the #1 most popular platform such as WordPress, keep watching because in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do it step by step. All right, let's get this dropshipping tutorial started. So the first thing we're going to do is purchase our domain and hosting. So for example, yourdropshippingwebsite.com, and my link in the description will provide you all with a 60% discount off your hosting. After that, we are going to install the most famous platform, WordPress, onto our domain. After that, we are going to install the #1 best rated, best selling Woocommerce theme for WordPress out there called the Flatsome theme. And again, Flatsome is the #1 best rated theme for WordPress for e-commerce websites. After that, we are going to import products from Aliexpress onto our WordPress website using the Alidropship plugin. And lastly, I'm going to show you how you can start getting more traffic and sales to your dropshipping website once we've actually created the website. Now, there is a link in the description of this video. It will take you to a page that looks just like this right here. And this is SiteGround.com. Now, you can also get here by going to darylwilson.com/SiteGround, and it'll take you to this page right here. Now, I've been using SiteGround for 5 years now, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I've actually tested SiteGround against 9 other competitors, and SiteGround came up as #1 as the most fastest and the most reliable with the best uptime, and they also have 24-hour customer support with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you get a lot with this company. So again, I tested them with 9 other competitors, and these guys came up as #1. That's why I recommend them. You know, I've been around for a while, and I've really tested out a lot of hosting companies. So once you go to this page, you'll click on Choose a Plan right here. And we have 3 plans, and again, I'm only going to recommend one because I've been doing this for a while, and most of my viewers do the same thing. They purchase the Grow Big right here, because with the Grow Big option, you actually have the option to host unlimited dropshipping websites rather than just a single one, and that is a pretty big difference. And once you get more traffic a little bit later, you can always upgrade your plan to the Go Geek, where you can handle more traffic. So right here, I would recommend the Grow Big. And let's go ahead and scroll down right here. So once you're done that, you know, you're doing all that stuff, you'll click on Order right here. All right, so you got to this page right here, and this is where you're going to purchase your domain. So you can do something like, whatever niche you're trying to do. So for example, like you want to sell watches or water bottles or pants or clothes or wood, I don't know, whatever you want to sell. So you're going to put your domain right here. I'm just going to go ahead and just put something right here like dropshipping. Something like that. Wow, you know. And then right here, you know, make sure this is checked. We're going to register our domain. So right here, you'll click on Proceed. And again, you know, you can always purchase more domains a little later. Don't worry about it. You can always make more. So right here, it's saying congratulations. And you'll go ahead and put all your information right here, such as your email, your password. You'll go ahead and put all your client information. You'll put in your social security number. I'm just kidding. You will not put in your social. It's a joke. And right here, you have the hosting services. Now, I recommend 12 months because, again, remember that you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And with the 12 months, you actually get a larger discount. So you can always get your money back if this does not work out for you. But I recommend the 12 months because, again, you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And this will actually give you a larger discount once you keep the hosting. And I promise you, you'll love this hosting. You know, it's the best one. Trust me, I've looked for a lot. Now, right here, extra services. Now, on other hosting companies, I've always called them scams, but these actually are very good. In fact, you want the domain privacy because this will actually protect your personal information when someone tries to search you up. And trust me, you want this checked because if you don't have this checked, you're gonna get all these calls from all these random bizarre people, from just random countries trying to sell you stuff and posing to be somebody, and it's a nightmare. So just make sure this is checked. And also, SiteGround Site Scanner, I recommend this as well. This will actually monitor your website for malicious code, and it watches it every single day. I mean, for $20 a year, that's like a Starbucks date, you know, that's it right there. So once you're done with that, you'll go ahead and click on Terms of Service, and then you'll go ahead and read through that. Yeah, I'm sure you'll read through that. And then right here, you can decide to, renew it and everything. So if you want to look at their news and everything, you can go ahead and do that. Now, once you're done with that, you'll click on Pay Now. Now, once you are done here, you'll be brought to your cPanel. And of course, I have SiteGround. So I'm going back right here. This is my cPanel right here. So once you're done with that, you'll be brought to this page right here. And congratulations, you have just purchased your domain and hosting, and this is where you will be. So when you get here, you'll need to go to My Accounts, and I'll go ahead and log in. All right, and again, I use this service personally. I've seen a lot of the people out there who review stuff. I can't stand that. It's I actually use this service. It's a great service, and I have multiple hosting accounts. Now you're gonna see your hosting server right here. Now what you need to do is go to Manage Accounts, and we are going to install WordPress onto your domain. So right here, go to cPanel. I have tons of domains. I got a lot of them. So I've been with them for a while. Okay. So we are at our cPanel, and right here you can click on WordPress, and this is an auto installer, and it's going to install WordPress onto our domain where we can then start designing it and make pages, all sorts of fun stuff. So right here you'll click on Install Now, and right here you're going to go ahead and select the domain that you purchased. Now, of course, I have tons of them. You're only going to see maybe one. You're just going to see yours. So if you don't have this list, don't worry about it. I'm just, this is from years and years of just, running, websites and clients and etc. So, okay, so that's my domain right there. I found it. Now right here, make sure there is nothing there. Okay, don't put nothing there. Just don't do that. Here, you're going to put your site name. So for example, your website, dropshipping, and then here, put a site description RS. You can always change this later, so don't worry about it. Right here, you're gonna go ahead and put in your username that you want and your password. So maybe I'll put something I'll put Paddywhack for now, which is my dog, Paddywhack. And then I'll just do Paddywhack again. And again, you can always change this later. In fact, right after this, I'm going to show you how you can change that. You're gonna go ahead and put your email address right there. And choose a language. So if you speak Chinese, or you speak Danish, or you speak Slovak, all these languages, you're just going to select your language. I speak English, so I'm just going to select English. Here, you don't need this stuff. This can all be done with, plugins for free later. Do not choose a theme. No, their themes are really bad. The free ones are really terrible. I would never use them. So here, I'll click on Install. Now it is installing WordPress onto our domain. Now it looks like my password must be stronger. So I'll go ahead and put something like Paddywhack9999 ! There we go. That's actually a new feature. Usually it just says, if it sucks, they just let you install it anyways. So let's try that one more time. Let's go ahead and see if we can install this. All right. Now it says 5 minutes, but it literally takes 2 minutes. It's really fast. All right, our WordPress has installed onto our domain. Now, right here is the administrative URL. So anytime you want to access your website, just click on this domain right here, and it'll bring you to your new website. Congratulations, we now have WordPress up, we have our website up, and everything is running good. You have your SSL up here, you got the green padlock, you got your website. Now, right here, you get all these notifications. Just dismiss them. They're really annoying. In fact, all this stuff right here, you don't need it. You can always just click on close and dismiss. But actually, no, not this one. You need this one. Now let's just take a look at our website. Let's just go have a quick look at it. Let's just kind of browse around. So this is our website right here. And of course it looks ugly. Doesn't look anything like, but this is a live website. Our website is live on the internet as of right now. So before we get all excited and start making changes, I want to change some technical stuff. We're going to change the boring stuff first. So right here under settings, you'll have your permalinks. Now right here, I want you to click on post name. This is the first thing you do. Now the reason why you do this is because you want your website.com -about us, right? Or -shop, not 20818 sample post. That's not what, that's no, you don't want that. Ugly. All right, so we're doing that. We just change our permalinks. Now right here under users, click on your profile. And right here, you can kind of decorate your back and dashboard. You can make some different color. And right here, you can change your email. And you can always change your password right here. So if you want to do that, this is where you change your password, etc. And I'm going to click on update profile now. All right, congratulations. So let's go ahead and take a look at our progress. So we have got our domain and hosting done. Congratulations. We have installed WordPress done. Congratulations. Next, we're going to install our WordPress theme. But before we do that, let's go ahead and make some pages. So right here, we have pages. Now, let's click on all pages right here. Now, right now, we have no pages. So you need to make pages, right? Like your home page, about us page, etc., your contact page. Let's go ahead and make those pages. So right here, I'm going to click on pages, add new. Right here, I'm going to type in home page. So this is going to be our home page. All right, and let's do another one. Let's just do about us. About us. Don't worry about, there's nothing there. Don't worry about all this. Don't worry. This is ugly, and we're going to use a much better drag and drop builder. I promise. Contact us and publish. So we made our pages. All right. So we made the pages. Now we can go ahead and go over here to like pages, all pages. And then right here, you have the home page. You can actually click on view right here, and you can actually view the page right there. So this is what our page looks like right now, but don't worry. We're going to go ahead and make it look amazing. Now, the next thing we need to do is purchase and install the Flatsome theme. And I even made a blog post on this, and the Flatsome theme is the #1 rated theme out there. In fact, this is a blog post I made. I got, 36 shares about Flatsome, and most people actually agree with it. In fact, this is the actual tutorial I have with Flatsome the first time I made it. And right here, you can see I have 213,000 views with 1.9 thousand likes. So it's a very well-liked theme in the community. Most people out there use it because it's just like the best. It's the #1 best-selling theme for WordPress out there. So in this video, I want you guys to use the best. I don't want you to cut corners. I don't want you to use something really bad and then have a demonstration of a really ugly website. So you're going to be using the best theme out there. Now, again, there is a link in the description of this video. It will take you to a page to purchase the Flatsome theme. Now, you'll be brought to a page that looks just like this right here. So you're brought to this page right here. So Flatsome right here. Now, I personally use Flatsome. Flatsome is the best theme out there. And again, right here, we can go ahead and go to search and just type in like, Flatsome, or we'll do this right here. We'll go to like e-commerce. This is just giving you an example of it. So right here, I'm going over here to best sellers. And best sellers, you can see that Flatsome is #1. It is the #1 best-selling WooCommerce theme out there with more than 72,000 sales and all positive reviews. So it is way ahead of its competitors because it has a beautiful drag and drop builder. It's responsive. It's just amazing. So just a quick rundown of this. This is the page builder right here. And again, you get tons of 300+ sections. It's responsive. You can decorate the product page. You can do a lot with this. In fact, most themes out there, you can't do any of this stuff. You can't edit certain pages or products, but with Flatsome, you can. And you can see the Google page speed for Flatsome is among some of the fastest compared to a lot of other themes. And again, this is used by, thousands and thousands of people, and everyone out there is using this one for dropshipping. In fact, this theme alone is recommended by Alidropship itself. So the plugin and the company are actually saying, use this theme for your dropshipping website because it is the best. Now, once you actually purchase and install, or once you purchase the Flatsome theme, you will then go to your downloads page right here. And right here, you'll just click on this right here and go to install WordPress file only. So right here, you'll click on this right here. All right. Now to get your code, you'll just click on the text and that will give you the purchase code, which you can use to get updates. All right. So once you have that downloaded, you'll go back to your website right here. And I'm going to go to my dashboard. Now right here we have appearance, and we're gonna go to themes. Now let me just give you a quick overview of what themes are and how they work and why we're using Flatsome. So right here are a bunch of themes. These are all a bunch of different themes out there. And right here we'll click on popular, and some of these are like the most popular ones right here. Actually, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one before. So these are some of the themes they offer, but the problem is a lot of these themes, they don't really have the ability to, create the pages that we want to make. They don't have the templates. You can't customize a lot of stuff. That's why they're free, because there's a lot of stuff you really can't do with them. And I stopped recommending free themes a long time ago for e-commerce because, your site's going to be generating money for you. You don't want to cut corners and say, you can't edit this. I mean, what are you going to tell a client, or, yourself, you want to be able to customize and have a beautiful designed website. So right here, I'll click on upload theme and click on choose file. Here I'm going to go to my desktop, or it is my downloads. Is it my desktop or downloads? I think it is. I think I put it right here somewhere. These are all my other videos. Oh, it's right here. So right here, I'll click on open. And right here, I'm going to install now. Click on install now. There you go. You got it. All right, so we have now installed the Flatsome theme, and now we're going to activate it. So right here, click on activate. All right, so now this is their new setup wizard, and that's fine. We'll go ahead and click on let's go. I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce you all. So right here is where you're going to enter your purchase code. And I recommend entering this because this is where you're going to get automatic updates and get notifications about Flatsome. So for now, I'm going to click on skip this step, but you are going to want to put your code in there right there. So here, I'll click on skip this step. And now it's saying, do you want to do a child theme? Now, I'm not going to recommend child themes. Child themes are basically like a secondary version of your website that doesn't make any changes. But most of you are, you're not developers, so you don't need to use this. So you'll just click on skip this step. Now, default plugins. So for those of you who are brand new to WordPress and you have no idea what plugins are, don't worry. I'm going to talk more about what plugins are in just a little bit. But right here, I'll click on continue right here. We'll just click on continue. We'll go ahead and install these plugins. And don't worry, I'll talk more about where you can access more plugins. Plugins are, again, apps for your website. So just like your iPhone has like a Chase app, it has like an app for a game. This is exactly what it is right here. So we are installing those apps or plugins, which are the same thing. Now right here, it's going to recommend, hey, we'll go ahead and do all this stuff for you. I don't recommend doing any of this because we can actually do everything for us. So go ahead and make sure none of these are checked. It's just going to import a bunch of demo content that you don't really even need. This is a new feature right here. This will create a default contact form as seen in the demo. I'm going to leave that checked just because I'm actually curious on what that looks like. Maybe the designers made a really nice one, but if not, there's tons of templates we can choose from. So right here, click on continue. And right here, it's just pending. So again, make sure none of these are checked because, you don't want any of these checked right here because it just creates a bunch of demo content that you don't need. Now, we're going to talk more about logos a little bit later, but I'll be showing you where you can get logo for just $5. In fact, I got my logo from this same website where you can purchase it for just $5. Now, right here, it's saying select a preset. Just skip this option right here. Just go ahead and click on skip. Support. So again, this is for the, this is what you get with Flatsome. So if you ever have a problem with something or something's not working, don't worry about it. You can always email the author and they can help you with whatever problems you have. They also have a Facebook group that is actually very helpful. In fact, I've been in a lot of Facebook groups. I've been in Elementor, Divi, and Flatsome, and I just see that Flatsome is probably one of the most active and most helpful Facebook groups out there. So right here, I'll click on agree to continue. And then right here, you can set up Woocommerce. And you can join Facebook or visit your new websites. What we're going to do is visit your new websites. Now, if you don't know what WooCommerce is, again, remember how we talked about apps? It is an app to sell something, and it is amazing. So I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But right here, just click on visit your new website, and congratulations. So you can kind of see how our website is already starting to change and already starting to look better. So let's go ahead and talk about some things before we go into this. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my dashboard right here. And I'm going to click on this right here, close this, and go to plugins and go to add new. Now, in case you have no idea what plugins are, again, plugins are like apps for your website. So I'm going to click on popular right here. So right here you have Yoast. Yoast is something for SEO. This right here is a contact form. And these are all free. This right here helps for SEO. This right here will help you get indexed for your XML sitemap. This right here is WooCommerce. This gives you the ability to sell products. So again, there are a lot of helpful plugins out there that can actually really help your website. Like right here, this is a caching plugin to help speed it up. This right here is a plugin to back up your website, you know, so whatever you can think of, there's a plugin for. And there's over 53,000 free plugins out there. So you get a lot of value with WordPress. You know, you truly do. You know, none of these places are charging you. Sure, they have pro versions, but you don't have to buy the pro versions. You know, a lot of these work straight out of the box. So now that I've showed you a little bit about plugins and everything, let's do the fun stuff. Let's go ahead and design our page, you know. So let's go over here to pages right here, click on all page. Now I'll just be showing you really quick on how you can actually design your homepage right here. So right here, I'll click on homepage and click on view. Now, whenever you want to edit a page, over here, you'll hover over edit page and click on edit with UX builder, and then click on, you know, left click. So right now we're actually loading the builder right here. So right here, they have tons of templates right here, but a lot of the times these aren't, you know, there's no images right here. So they just give you the structure of it. So right here, I'm gonna click on add to content. Now, another beautiful thing about Flatsome, about why it's so amazing, is they have this Flatsome Studio right here. And this is just simply incredible. So right here, Flatsome Studio, and these are all templates for you. Now, will you get this with Shopify? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because Flatsome, I mean, for Shopify, you got to pay what, like $300 every single month. Like this, you'll have to pay one time. So it's incredible what you get with WordPress. So let's just say you want to do like a full page right here. You just click on full page and just go ahead and take a look at some of these right here. You know, if you like the design, just simply import it to your website and you're done. It's that fast and that easy. So taking a look at some of these, again, these are, you know, these are really nice. Right here, e-commerce, we can go ahead and select this right here and say, I like these right here. I think this is nice, etc. And right here, I've actually designed a full website with Flatsome. So right here, I've just made it, you know, I've basically just made some sections and, you know, everything. So let me first show you how to use the template system, and then I'll show you how you can use the section system, which is a little bit more customizable. So for example, let's just go ahead and pick one right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this one right, not that one. We'll pick something a little bit more basic right here. We'll click on, we'll click this one, sportswear. So right here, I'm gonna click on import. Now right here, it's going to import this entire page. So just click on start. And right now it's importing that entire layout onto our home page. So literally in a matter of seconds, you have a fully functional home page, and it's that easy. And I'll show you how to edit it. It's really fun, it's really easy. So right here, we have our page right here. And again, we can go ahead and scroll down and take a look at our page right here. And as you can see, it looks really good. We have everything that we need. We have these elements. These can be like your categories. These can be something else, etc. So for example, you have the sportswear right here. You just need to go ahead and click on it. And then right here, just change it to what you want, you know? So this can be something like, watches. And then right here, you can just go ahead and double click and then change the text right here to whatever you want. You know, everything's pretty much self-explanatory here. You know, you can change this right here. You can have the button. You can change the button to color like white, success, alerts, secondary, primary, etc. So I'm just giving you an example of how you can kind of start making changes. And then here you can kind of like, you know, increase the padding. So everything's visual. So you don't have to, you know, enter it manually. Scrolling down here, again, we can go ahead and just say, all right, you know, I want to change this text right here. You can change it to whatever you want by clicking on that. Right here, you scroll down right here, you can go ahead and, you know, change the image. You can go ahead and upload your own. You can even move the part of it right there. You can add an overlay to it. So these settings right here are actually kind of just like you getting used to it and you kind of messing around with it. But a lot of these settings are very, very self-explanatory. Now, in this video, I'm not going to cover the entire basic of every single thing in this theme because I have already created one of these right here. So this right here is extremely, like, it covers everything from start to finish. But in this video, I'm just going to give a brief synopsis of it so you can operate it. And once you want to do the really technical, really difficult stuff, then you can go ahead and check out that other tutorial I made. So right here, let's just say I don't want this layout. You know, I just don't want it. You know, right here, I'll click on this gear icon and then click on clear. And it's going to go ahead and clear that entire stuff right there. Now, let's say you don't want to use the template and you actually want to use their pre-made sections. And this is what I personally like about it more. So for example, right here, you click on add content and then click on the Flatsome Studio here. And instead of actually using the entire page, what you can do is kind of mix and match and kind of decide what you like. So for example, right here, let's say I'm on this full page. And let's just say, you know, I like something from this page, but I don't want to use the entire layout. You know, I just want to use a certain section. So maybe, for example, I just want to use something like this right here. I just like the slider right there. I just like that nothing is impossible, but I don't want anything else. So what you can do is you can just click on start and import and then kind of mix and match other sections with each other. You don't have to use the entire layout together. So for example, right here, we have this Fullwidth section, but this section right here, I don't like. You know, I just feel like this section sucks. So right here under the sections tab, I'll click on this gear and then click on delete now. And this section right here, and say, you know what, I don't want any of these sections right here. So under this banner section right here, I'm just gonna click on this gear and click on delete. And I wanna add in other sections. I don't wanna use these other sections or this Instagram feed or, you know, whatever else they're offering. So over here as well, under the Instagram feed, I'll delete this. And then right here, we'll go back to add content under the Flatsome Studio. And I'll go over here to something like category. And I'll just go ahead and insert something I like right here. So I'll go ahead and insert something like this right here. I'll import this. All right, so now we have like the front section. We have this section right here, which are categories. And then maybe below this section right here, you want to add in something like, you know, maybe a contact form or something. So here under Flatsome Studio, I'll go ahead and, or maybe like a call to action or something to encourage people to actually purchase on our website. And then right here, you can add in something like, you know, there's tons of them you can add right here. We'll add in something like, you can add in something maybe like, let's see here, a sign up form. I think sign up forms are actually pretty good. So right here, we can add in something like this. In fact, I use this actually, the same layout on my last tutorial, but it works so well, so it converts really easily. So here we have our landing page. You know, we have our category section. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can categorize. So for example, let's say you want to sell shoes, shirts, and watches. I'll show you how you can categorize that. So when they click on it, it will take them to a specific category. Now right here, sign up for newsletter. And don't worry, I'll teach you how to do this in just a little bit because we've actually installed the plugin for it. But let's just keep adding to our website. Now, one thing I want to talk about before we go any further is if you ever want to like move something around, see right here how it says banner and it's controlling this banner section, just take it and just drag it to where you want it. So now instead of this section right here, we can switch the places right there. So you see now how this section is now switched. And if I want to switch it back, I'll just take this and drag it up. And there you go. Now we have this section right here, totally switched. So right here, I'll click on add to content, insert the Flatsome Studio. And then maybe right here, we can add some testimonials about our products. So right here, I'll put in something like this right here. I'll import it and click on start. And we are just designing our homepage, guys. So right now you can kind of pause the video maybe and kind of get a feel for what you like. Right here, we have this section right here. So we have we have this section right here. We have our products, a contact form. Maybe right here, we can even add more products, but we'll do that a little bit later when we start to import products onto our websites. So I'll just go ahead and click on update right now. And whenever you are ready and you're done with your website, just click on the update button and that will enable you to save it. Now, if you want to see how this looks like on a mobile device, you can click on these right here. So this is how it looks like on a computer. This is what it looks like on a tablet. And this is what it looks like on a phone. So you can see that it's fully mobile optimized. Now, in some cases, it might not be optimized. So if your text is like really big or something, just click on the text, double click on it, and then you can just go ahead and change it and make it smaller for mobile. So I do cover more of that in my other tutorial. But if you use the pre-made layouts, everything is fully mobile optimized, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff. So I've shown you all how to kind of decorate and how you can kind of design everything. Let's go ahead and now talk more about the theme customizer, logos, and plugins. So let's go ahead and just click on apply. We'll just go ahead and, we can always come back to this later. You can always decorate it and have fun. You can, change the text, whatever. So right here, I'm gonna click on this X. Now, every theme in WordPress has a theme customizer. So by default, when someone goes to our website, I want them to come to our front page. So right here, you'll click on customize at the top. And again, every theme has its own theme customizer. So right here, I'm gonna go down to homepage settings. Now, what page do you want people to first go to when they visit your website? Well, you probably want them to go to your homepage, right? So right here under static page, we're gonna click on homepage and select it as home right there. And right here, we'll go ahead and click on publish. Now there's a lot of other options, such as like, footer and layout. So if you want to have like a footer, you're going to go ahead and add in your footer widgets right here. We'll talk more about this a little bit later. I think this is, footers are crucial, like this section right here where you can add in like a Facebook like box, you can add in all sorts of stuff. But I'm not going to cover that just yet. I'm going to talk about maybe like the theme customizer, the logo, and some other settings before we jump into that. So let's go ahead and go back over here. And again, right here we have like widgets, we have homepage settings, share icons. So these are like the icons when someone shares of us or someone shares your website on various parts of your website. Going back over here, you have other widgets, your menu, etc. Now, we have not created a menu yet, and that is the next thing I want to do is create our menu. So let's go and click on X right here. Now you see our domain. Now you can see that this is our front page. So we don't have a menu. So let's go ahead and create a menu. So over here, let's go to our dashboard. And right here, we're going to go to Appearance and go to Menus. And now we're going to create our first menu. So right here, I'll just call this Menu 1 and click on Create Menu. All right, and now right here under Pages, we'll click on View All, and then we'll just go ahead and add in all these right here. Now, the reason why there's two home pages is because by default, it will create a default home page. So you just go ahead and click on Remove, and then right here, we'll add this to the main menu, and then click on Save Menu. All right, now if you want to view your menu, just click on Visit Sites, and right here you have the home page, the About Us page, and the Contact Us page. So let's click on the About Us page. And of course, there's nothing on it because we have not added anything on it. And remember, if you want to add something on it, you just click on this and click on Edit with UX Builder. Now right here, the Contact Us page, same thing. And then right here is our home page as well. Let's go ahead and go back really quick. I want to see if they actually created our Contact Us page for us. I don't think they did. I think they did not import it. Maybe that was a glitch or a bug or something. So I've shown you all how to kind of create a menu. I've kind of showed you how to do a little bit more about the theme customizer. Let me dive a little bit more into the theme customizer just to give you some features on how you can design it. So right here you see we have header option. Now we have presets right here for the header. So you see the header right here, you can change how this looks. In fact, you can even actually drag and drop it right here, and you can actually make it a little bit more customizable. But I recommend the presets. The presets are great because you don't want to spend, tons and tons of time in making sure your site is like super perfect. I think, once you build websites, you can kind of understand the feel of it looks good or not. So right here, I'll click on one of these. Now you see at the top right here, how the menu is changing. So right here, we can kind of, you can kind of mess around with your website and kind of get some feel and decor for it. I think this one right here is great because this button right here, we can actually use this for like a sign up right here. So right here under the link, you can actually link them to like a sign up form or even your contact page, etc. So I'm going to actually use this one right here. I kind of like these presets right here. I'll use, well, we don't need two buttons. We'll just use one. This one right here. Oh, no, it looks like there's two buttons for this one. Okay, well, that works out too, fine. All right, so I'll go ahead and publish this one right here. And again, the top bar as well, you can go ahead and enable the top bar or disable the top bar if you choose to do that. Over here, logo site and identity. So right here, you have like the logo position as well. So you can kind of see what you can do here. You can kind of mess around with the settings. And most of these are very self-explanatory. It's just you taking the time to go through it and kind of mess around and, check out the height, etc. So I'm not going to go into every single detail like my last tutorial because I don't want to waste too much time going into every single one and talking about what they can do. But most of these right here, they're pretty self-explanatory. Like here, you just enter in your email for like the top bar, etc. So I'm going to click on Publish right here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about where you can get a logo. Now, I use a website called Fiverr.com. There is also a link in the description of this video that will take you to that website. So right here, I'm going to go to Fiverr.com. And right here, this is where I recommend getting a logo from. So for example, you just go over here and type in logo, and you can get some really amazing designers to make you a really nice logo for just like $5. Like for example, right here, we'll go ahead and search down. These guys are a little bit too expensive here for logos. Let's go ahead and we can actually change the price here. So from price range, I'll say, $0 to $10. I don't want to pay more than $10 for a logo. And right here, they'll make a logo for $5, $10, $10, and right here, $10. And just by looking at these logos, these are some really nicely designed logos. Like these right here, they're practical. They're something that I've seen somewhere, so you don't need to spend tons of time decorating it yourself. You can just go ahead and use, outsource it to someone on Fiverr, and they'll go ahead and create it for you. Now, once they create a logo for you, I'll show you how you can upload it. Now, I already have a logo. So I'm going to actually use it now. Once you get your logo, this is actually where you're going to go to upload it. So logo site identity, and then right here, I'll just click on remove, select file, media library. And now this is where you're going to upload any image that you want to actually upload to your WordPress website. So right here under upload files, we'll click on select files, and I'll go ahead and select the girls right here and click on open. All right, I'll click on select here. And voila, now you can see that my logo is right there. So right now I'll click on publish. Now I'm also going to give you some additional websites where you can actually get some really nice designs and images. So unsplash.com is a great free website where you can get free images for your website. You can also go to freepik.com. Freepik.com is also a really good one. They have like tons of icons, tons of like, you can just kind of like, look around, just say like, it's more for icon based, it's not fully, it's not for like, background images, but like for this one right here, you can type in like, pretty girls. And depending on what you're selling, you can just kind of get an idea of what you would want to type in, and then you can kind of offer it to people. And this is like the Instagram for photographers. So it has some really nice stuff right there. It has some really, really good stuff. And then also there is another website. You can use pixabay.com as well. Pixabay.com is actually a very good website, and I even used it in my last tutorial. So this is also a great one. You can just go ahead and download like beautiful HTML images, and these are all free. So you can just simply download them and add them to your website, and you can go ahead and upload them to wherever you want. So that's just a quick little rundown of it. So to actually upload an image to your website, I'll just go ahead and give you a quick preview of this. I'm just going to show you how you can actually add an image once you get it. So for example, right here, we have this banner right here, and I want to go ahead and change this image right here. I don't want to use this right here. So over here under change media, I'm going to go ahead and click on upload files, select files, and then I'm just going to click on this folder right here and simply just go ahead and add in my image right here. And then click on use this image, and voila. And then right here for the size, I can do something, do like original, you can do large, you can kind of, and depending on the size of the image, it'll change the quality. So you can kind of see it. You don't want it as a thumbnail, right? You might want something a little bit easier. Now I might not want to use this one. Maybe I want to use something else. Let's go ahead and take a look at another image I can use. I'll just click on select files, upload files, and then just go ahead and pick something like this right here. This is actually for my slider. And I'll use this image, and voila. And then you can rotate the image to where you want it. And then you can even add overlay. So if your website is like kind of matching a current scheme or a color, you can kind of mess around with it here. So here you can add in like any kind of overlay you want, etc. So the overlay feature is great. They also have like really fun stuff like the effects right here. You can add like snow to it. You can add confetti. You can add like sliding glass. I mean, at this point, it's more of you just kind of messing around with the settings, because you can tell that the theme is great. There's so much you can do with it, but I'm just not going to cover every little single detail in this video. So, okay, that can get really annoying. We'll do the confetti. The confetti is good. Wow, I got ants. I got ants on my desk. Yeah, it's hot actually. It's summertime, so I think like all the ants are kind of coming in. So once you've actually, gone through the images and, you've designed your home page, let's talk about plugins, and let's talk about how you can implement widgets on your website. And then I'm going to introduce you all to Woocommerce, which is what you need to start selling on your website. So right here, we'll go down to plugins and go to installed plugins. Now, these are the plugins that you currently have activated on your website. So right here, we have the contact form 7. We have the Next10 social login. We have all this stuff. This one I don't recommend actually. I'm not going to use that. We're going to use another one called Super Socializer is much better. So right here, this is like Woocommerce right here. This is like a sidebar. So again, plugins are what you want to use because they add functionality to your website and they make it a lot more customizable than Shopify. So for example, right here, we'll just type in add new, and maybe you want like a Facebook like box, Facebook like box. Well, they got a lot of them right there. So they have tons of them, and we'll just go ahead and use, we have a highest rated one right here. So you just click on install and then activate it. And every single plugin has like a different way of working. So right here under easy Facebook like box, you can kind of just like, kind of read the instructions on how to use them. So right here, they have like auto pop-up, clear cache, the general right here. And they're saying, you should just add this, but you don't need to mess with this setting right here. Most of the time when you activate plugins, they will appear in your widget section. So right here, appearance and widgets. Now this right here is like the, the sidebar and the footer. So remember our footer, and all you need to do is simply just take the widgets and add them to your footer. So for example, right here, we have the Facebook like box, right? So let's go ahead and find it. It is easy Facebook like box. So you can just simply just go ahead and put in your URL right there, and then maybe like follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. And then, give it some width, 250 by 250, and voila, we are all set. Now, I'm going to show you next how to use the contact form before we get into WooCommerce, because I did mention that we are using a contact form, and these these emails will go directly to your inbox. So for example, right here, you have the contact form. So we need to actually make a contact form. That's why it's not appearing. So let's go over to here, and we'll go to contact and go to add new. Now, if you don't have this contact, you need to install the contact form 7 plugin. So remember, install plugins, add new. And then here you just simply type in contact form. And then this will actually generate a contact form. I'm using this one right here. You can use any other contact form you want. You don't have to use it, but I'm just using this one because it integrates well with the theme. So right here, contact, we'll click on contact forms. And it looks like there are a few contact forms that were made for us. It looks like that's what Flatsome did the first time. So if you want to edit your contact form, you click on edits. And right here, this is where you would edit it. But we are using a preset section. So preset is actually much easier, much better. But here, like form. So right here is like your name, your email, your message, and then click on submit. Now you can always change this by pressing an enter. Maybe you want here checkboxes. You click on checkboxes and insert this right there. I'm not going to get too far into the contact form, but I recommend just using the default settings because we can spend another hour talking about contact form 7. So let's go back to our website right here. And right here, we'll click on edit page and edit with UX Builder. So now let's go ahead and add in one of those contact forms onto our contact form right here. So right here, contact form, and I'll select the form. And right here, just pick one of those forms that we made. So that looks really ugly. Horizontal flat form, newsletter vertical, newsletter horizontal. I think that looks perfect, right? So right here, I'll click on apply and update. Now, where do you want these emails to go? So this is for a newsletter. So where do you want these to actually go? So when you make the contact form, you need to actually go back to your dashboard and make sure that the email that you want them to go to is right there. So right here, contact forms. And then we're going to go ahead and select one of our contact forms right here. Contact form vertical. And then the mail, you just need to make sure that your email right there is there. You don't want to make sure, you don't want to make sure that's going to a wrong email. So you want to make sure that you select your email right there. So again, when you go to mail right there, just put in your email right there. So whatever email that you have, right now it's entering default. So whatever you entered with WordPress the first time you made it, that's what it's going to show up right there. So to go back to over there, you'd go to settings in general, and then whatever email you have here, it's just going to use that one. Okay. So you can change it, or you can, modify it and, add in your own. So that is a quick rundown of how you can add a contact form onto your website, and you can add that anywhere on your website. So just take the short code and simply add it. Now let's talk about the widget section. So let's talk about the bottom section right here. So we're making our home page, and we made the home page. We've added this section, this section, this section, this section. Now let's go ahead and create a footer. So right here, let's go to click on customize right here. And now we're going to go ahead and make our footer. So right here, you can see footer, and I'm going to enable the footer widgets. So right now we have footer area 1, and right here added a Facebook like box. Now let's go ahead and type in one of mine right here. So I have Daryl. I believe that is my Facebook fan page right there. Yep, so there's mine right there. And then of course right here you can change the width and the height. So right here, maybe you want it like 500 height, or you can change the width to like 250, etc. So that's basically a quick rundown on how you can kind of modify this right here. Going back, I'll go to footer 1 and then just click on add a widget. Now, maybe you want to add like an about us section right here. Like we'll add in some text right here. And then this will be like about us. And then here you can go ahead and talk about your company. So I'll just go ahead and grab some quick dummy text right here, and then just go ahead and paste it right there. And now we got a little about us section right here. So maybe you want to go ahead and like talk about your company. Maybe we don't want the stars and everything. We don't really need all that stuff, so we can just get rid of it. And then, just give like a brief rundown of your company, etc. After that, you can go ahead and go back or go over here, close this, and add a new widget. Maybe here you can talk about, something else, such as like you can add an image, you can add products, you can add anything that you'd want to your website. So this is where you would actually customize the footer. So maybe right here you want to add in something like I don't know, you can add in something like pages right here. So this will list all the pages on your website so people can navigate it better. And going back over here, we'll add in another widget. Here we can add in something like, I don't know, maybe you can add in some products once you actually get some products imported on your website. So right here where it says products, maybe you can go ahead and add some, but as of right now, we don't really, we don't have any products. So we can actually add that a little bit later once we get some products on our website. So I've basically shown you all how you can actually design your entire homepage. I've shown you how to make the menu. I've shown you how to make the whole page as well. Here I've shown you how to make a contact form so now people can sign up and it'll go directly to your email. Also this section right here and the footer section. So I've given you basically a very quick rundown on this page builder and how easy it is to design your website and everything. Now let's go ahead and get into the technicals and let's go ahead and activate WooCommerce, which is what we're going to use to create products and sell stuff and make money. So we got the design aspect done. We're pretty much there. So I'm gonna go over here to dropshipping and go to dashboard. Now WooCommerce is installed right here. So it is installed, but we will need to run a setup wizard because it's not fully customizable. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go over here to settings. Now, what I want you to do right here is click on Run the Setup Wizard. So right here it says Welcome to WooCommerce. You're ready to get started. Just click on Run the Setup Wizard right there. So where is your store based? So here I'm gonna click on United States and then just enter an address right here. I'll put in Valencia. I'll choose the state and here I'll put in a zip code. So what do you want to get paid in? You want to get paid in dollars? If you want to get paid in dollars, you would select dollars. If something else, you would select it right there. Now right here, it says like, yeah, help WooCommerce. You can click on sure if you want to help them improve their usage tracking, etc. So right here, I'll click on let's go. So right now, again, we are basically optimizing our websites. Now I recommend Stripe and PayPal. Now the great part about SiteGround is that with SiteGround, you actually have the ability to get the free SSL so we can use Stripe and it's very easy to set up. Right now, I'm not going to use this just yet. We're going to use that in just a little bit. I'll show you how to set up PayPal and Stripe so you can start taking credit cards on your website. Here, click on continue. Now, the great part about WooCommerce, again, Shopify, is that Shopify charges $300 for this service and WooCommerce, this is free. So right here, all of your shipping taxes, everything is automated so you don't have to worry about it. Right here, you can see that they are doing live rates. So basically what your country is charging, that's what they're gonna go base off. So that's pretty incredible. And this is a free plugin. So again, you have to pay $300 a month for that service with Shopify, but with WooCommerce, you get that for free. So right here, click on continue. And again, they have automated taxes as well. You can go ahead and leave automated taxes on if you choose. I actually have a whole nother video on WooCommerce and taxes. So if you want to go ahead and use that, you can go ahead and activate WooCommerce Jetpack. So here I'll click on continue. Here I'll click on continue as well. It's going to activate this plugin right here for us. And Jetpack again is another plugin that we use to kind of run our store. So here they want us to create an account. This is on WordPress.com. Now you don't have to use this service if you don't want to. You can always just go ahead and set up your own taxes. But to have it automated would be pretty cool. It would be pretty easy. So right here, it's going to go ahead and run us through this quick little setup wizard. It's basically creating an account for us on Jetpack, on WordPress, and that will actually reflect our products here. So that's it. Our site is ready to go. So let's go ahead now and create a product. Let me just give you an example of how you can manually create your own products, and then we'll talk about how you can import products, etc. So give your product a name right here. So I'm gonna click on dismiss. So right here, I'll put in like girls t-shirt. Now this right here is the long tail description. So let's go ahead and take a look at a product. I'm just gonna give you an example of where this text is gonna go. So right now we are creating products. Oops. And I'll go ahead and select something like this right here. So this right here is a product. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy all this right here. And going back over here, now this right here is the part that's actually going to show up down here. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. So this section right here is the section that is on the top first right here. So if you want to like give like, a description about your product, or like, I put right here, wash and cold, or 100% cotton, imported, etc. So that's basically what goes right there. Now, is this a simple product or a variable product? Well, this is probably a simple product. Now, let's just say you want to schedule a sale for your product. You can go ahead and do that right here. So right here, I'll put this product cost maybe $150, and we can even set sales, and you can schedule it. Now, with Shopify, you're going to have to get an app for that, and that app's going to charge you. But with WordPress, it is free. So right here, I'll say, all right, through the 25th to the 31st, this product is going to charge or cost $100. And right here we have, social icons. So I'll show you everything, just a little bit. Inventory right here. If you have a SKU number, this is where you're going to put it. Manage stock. So this is basically going to tell people how many you have left. So I think this is a great strategy to create scarcity. So when someone sees like there's only 9 left, they might be more encouraged to buy on your website. Right here, shipping. You're going to go ahead and put in the dimensions, and this is pretty important because when you enter the dimensions, it actually will work well with the automated shipping to help determine the best pricing. So right here, you'll put in the dimensions such as inches, ounces, shipping classes. We're not going to talk about shipping classes in this video. Here, link products. These are upsells and cross sells. So really quickly, once you actually start making products, you can actually start to recommend other products when they add it to the cart. So again, an upsell is a product that you recommend when you're actually viewing a product. So I'll give you an example of this and cross-sells in just a bit. I don't recommend cross-sells. Cross-sells is basically recommending products when they are checking out. And to me, in my opinion, if someone's checking out, you don't want to keep advertising to them. You don't want to confuse them. You just want them to buy the product and get out, right? So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and skip this. Attributes, this is for variable products. We don't need this. Advanced, if you want to go ahead and leave your customer note once they purchase it, you can go ahead and put it right there. Extra right here, these are actually new settings, and this is actually just for Flatsome. Now, let's say, for example, you have a video of this product. You can go ahead and put in this video right there, and that will actually display a video when someone actually takes a look at the product. And then right here, you can kind of, you can add a product video size. Here you can add in, more content. Now, this is strictly for Flatsome. So these are actually, it's a really cool feature that they added. And again, right here, they have like a custom bubble. You can go ahead and enable that. You can enter like a custom title, like new or whatever. So this section right here is just designing the product sales page. That's really all it is. So this product right here that we made, it needs an image. We have no image for girls' t-shirt. So going back down here, I'll click on set product image. And I'll go over here to upload files, select the file, and now you need to give your product an image. So I'll do this one right here, this one right here. And I'll click on set product image. Now again, this is the manual way on how to make every single product. In just a little bit, I'm going to be introducing you all to a plugin that's going to basically import hundreds of products so you don't ever have to do this ever again. But just to teach you how to do this, I think it's very helpful. So right here, on the bottom part, this is going to show up right here. It's going to show up at the way top right here. So you want to make sure that this stuff right here is, something that you'd want, if you are shopping, you'd want some information right next to the product. So right here, I'll go ahead and copy and paste it. All right. And for product images, these are actually additional images of the product as well. It'll show up below this product. So for example, I'll just go ahead and add in maybe one. And now one important thing, very important thing, is product categories. You will need to enter product categories. So right here, I'll put in shirts. And the reason why this is so important is because the plugin that we're going to use is actually going to base it off your categories. So right here, new category, I'll type in watches. So right here, we can just go ahead and make all of our categories, watches and then shoes. Add a new category. Now, this shirt is only part of the shirts category, so I want to uncheck these right here. And then once we're done, we can click on, or save draft is like kind of like you're saving it, but you're not publishing it. So once you're actually ready to publish it, you would go ahead and then you click on publish right there. All right. So I saved it as draft. Now let's go ahead and click on publish right now. So now it's actually live on the internet, and I'm actually, publishing it on the internet. So if you want to see your product, just click on view product right here, and voila. So we have our shirt. We have this like icon right here. Remember earlier in the theme customizer how we had that option to change that? That's where you're gonna do it. Over here is where you can like zoom in. And again, if you add a video, there'd be an icon right here, display video. People can also share it onto their various social media networks. There is 9 in stock right here, scrolling down. This is the description on it as well. And of course, we'll finish it off with our footer. And that footer is global, so it follows us everywhere we go. So this is basically a quick rundown on how you can make, products. Now we need to actually add our shop page onto our website. Now I'm sure you're wondering, where's the customer account page? Where's the shop page, etc.? When you activate Woocommerce, it will automatically create the pages for you, so you don't need to do that. So over here, we're gonna go to pages and go to all pages. Now you see this right here, we have carts, checkouts, my account, shop. Let's go ahead and add these to our menu. Now in my other tutorial, you can actually decorate the shop page, you can decorate everything, but in this video, I'm not going to cover that because again, I have another tutorial just for that, So let's go ahead and add these to our menu. So let's go ahead and go over to appearance and go to menu right here. Now right here, I'll click on view all. Now you can add all of these. You can add the shop, you can add the checkout, or you can add the cart, all to your page, or all to this right here. All right, and then here, checkout, shop, maybe the shop, towards the center, the cart towards the end like that. Something a little bit like that. That would look better, right? All right, I'm saving it. And now let's click on view sites. All right, so here is our landing page and here is our shop page. And voila. And again, you can decorate your shop page. Right now, we don't have anything here. So for example, let's say you want to go ahead and add in some widgets right here to your sidebar. I'll just show you really quickly on how to do that. So right here, we're gonna go to widgets. Now right here where it says shop sidebar, you see that? We wanna go ahead and add in some widgets there. Now a great thing to add is like filter by price. You can add in like a, filter products by price right here. You can add in a search box. So, Flatsome products by rating. So here, the best rated products will show up. There's so many right here, upsell products. So if you want to recommend other products right here, you can go ahead and do that as well. And then, you guys kind of get the idea. You can add in a Facebook like box. If you want people to like your page while they're shopping, you can also add that as well. So let's go ahead and go back to our website right here, visit site, the shop page. Now let's click on customize really quick. So right here, I'm going to click on customize, or we actually click on product catalog. I think this is another way to customize it. They actually update their theme quite often. So even for myself, it's kind of hard to kind of, keep following up with what they're doing. So this is our product page right here, and we can kind of, decide on how we can kind of mess around with this. So product catalog right here, you can show categories and the products. So right here, there's shops, there's shirts, and then, you can advertise, your categories and your products here, etc. Right here, I'm just going to click on, leave it as show products. Product page right here, you can go ahead and, decorate the product page as well. I believe most websites today use the right sidebar. I'm not really sure on how they do that. Here, you have the home navigation, so we can kind of change that. I'm sorry, this is for the product page. So we want to go ahead and do the category page, the product catalog. So right here, we have the layout, the right sidebar. You can always change like the list style. You can change how this looks. Now we only have one image here, so it's not going to, it's not going to look the best, but you can kind of like, decorate it, etc. So I'm just giving you an example of what you can do and how you can change stuff. And again, the product catalog is for the shop page, and for the product page, that's for each specific product. So once you click on this, then you'll be actually designing this section right here. So you can kind of, add a no sidebar, or you can add in like stacked, etc. So this is how you would customize this section, okay? So that's how you can kind of do a quick customization of your store. I'm gonna click on publish. Now let's just go ahead and go back and make one more product and just give you an example of how you can, do upsells and cross sells. So right here, I'm gonna go to plus new and go to product. Now you don't have to follow me here. I'm just doing this as a quick example. So right here, I'll do like, we'll do like a women's shirt too. And then right here, you can just go ahead and add in something. I'll just add in some basic stuff. Set product image. I'll put in something like this. We'll put this one. She's having a good time. Here, I'll just go ahead and paste in some more description, just some demo content. And you can go ahead and put in the category right there. So I want this under shirts, and then maybe I'll go ahead and say this is on sale. Now, if I don't set a sale by default, it will just go ahead and just leave it permanently. So you can always change that later. You don't have to do it now. Here, I'll click on publish. Actually, yeah, I'll click on publish. So I've actually published the product, and now just a quick little rundown of what upsells and cross sells are. I'll just go ahead and show you what those are right now once this is done publishing. So going back over here to link products, right here, we can type in like a woman's, or the first shirt was called t-shirt, or let's do shirt. So the other product was girls t-shirt. So whenever someone clicks on this product, we can recommend the girls t-shirt instead. In fact, you can recommend as many products as you want. And again, at checkout, we can recommend these products if they have added this to the cart. So that's just a quick little rundown of how upsells and cross sells work. So I'll click on update. All right, so now that we've actually made some products, you set the price. Now let's talk about how you can actually implement some processors and start taking payments on your website right now. So right now we have the shop, we have everything, the home, the about us, the contact, everything. Let's talk about how we can actually take payments on our website. We'll go ahead and finish the about and the contact section, and then I'll show you how you can start importing more products onto your website with the Alidropship plugin. So let's go ahead and do that. So right here, I'm gonna go to another website. Well, first let's go ahead and enable Stripe and PayPal, because those are the best ones to use. So right here under Woocommerce and go into settings. Now again, PayPal and Stripe are a free service. They will not cost you anything at all. So right here, we'll go to paypal.com, and it's pretty simple, guys. So all you need to do is just go ahead and make an account. So right here, you click on sign up, and then you can do a personal account or a business account as well. And then once you're done with that, you'll set up your email. You'll do all the instructions they want you to do. And once you're done with that, all you need to do is take your email account and put it on your WooCommerce page. So first, PayPal, remember, go through the beginning all the way to the end, and remember this email address because you will need it. So right here, once you're done creating your account, you can always pause the video. Remember, you don't have to follow step by step. You're going to go down to your payments, and then right here, we'll click on PayPal Standard. Click on Save Changes. Now, right here, we'll click on Manage right here. I think this should take us to this page right here. So again, right here, I'll enter in my PayPal email address right here. So right here, we are now enabling people to use PayPal on our website. Now, PayPal is great, but you should not have it as your only processor because people don't like leaving PayPal. In fact, if someone doesn't have PayPal, they have to make a PayPal account. So this can lead to what we call is a bounce rate. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you have multiple processors on your website. That's why most people recommend Stripe. Stripe is one of the best ones to use. So let's go ahead now and add Stripe onto our WordPress website. Now, this is probably one of the most important parts of this tutorial because the Stripe plugin will actually make it so people can actually use credit cards on your website. And it's a very user-friendly interface. It's very simple. So right here under plugins, we'll click on Add New. And right here, we will search for Stripe, S-T-R-I-P-E. And we will use this one right here, the WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway with over 400,000 active installs. So right here, we'll click on Install Now. And then click on Activate. Now, once you do that, we can go back over here to WooCommerce and go to Settings. Now, they'll actually have a new option right here where we can actually add more payments onto our site. So right here, we have Stripe right here. So let's click on this right here. Let's go ahead and enable that. And let's click on Setup. So right here, we have all this information for Stripe. Now, this is where you're going to enter in all your information right here. So the first thing you need to do is go to stripe.com. So I'll go ahead and run you through the process on how you can start taking payments with credit cards. So stripe.com. And this is the website that you need to go to right here. Let's go ahead and put this right here. I like to be a clean freak, I know. So right here, you'll click on sign in and you'll need to make an account, all right? And once you make an account, I'll run you through some of the features that you need to do first before you can start taking payments. So the first thing you'll need to do is authorize your account. So right here on the top, there will be an activate your account. You will need to make a bank account. You will need a bank account because they need to deposit money onto your site. You will need to verify your email, and then you'll need to mess with your profile and everything. So make sure to click on the activate account right there. And then, if you ever want to make changes to your stuff, you can click on profile, and this is where you can always go ahead and make some, changes to your profile, etc. So once you're done with that, I know it's going to be a long process on, getting verified, inserting your routing information, because you do need a bank account for this because they need to be able to pay you, right? Where are they supposed to send the money? So you need to make sure that you have a fully functional bank account. So when people purchase your products, it will go here. And in your settings, actually, you can actually design it where you can actually get money like every 2 weeks. You can, get payments every day. I think it is under the business settings. And again, they do change this quite a bit. So it's very hard even for myself to keep up to date. Right here, this is where you change all your stuff. Integration. Now, they also do have customer email. So if you can't find it in like the data, or you can't find it in like the settings right there, just simply go ahead and email them, and they have a live chat. Just go ahead and hit them on live chat saying, hey, can you fix this, etc. And they should be able to fix that and make sure it's working properly. So right here under payments, you can see that I have under settings, like I can take cards. And they have other ones like Alipay and all this other stuff for balances right here. Settings. It looks like this is where you can do the payout schedule. So right here, payout schedule, you can set it to every day. You can set it to every week or every month or manual. Maybe you want to take payments. It will take the money in your Stripe account and just automatically send it to your bank account. Now, how do they make money? Well, they charge you around 2% per transaction. It's a very small amount, so it's not too big, and that's just part of business. This site obviously has a great service, so you will have to, you don't pay for it monthly. They just take a small cut. So let's go ahead and connect our website. So right here under developers, we'll click on developers and click on API keys. Now I know developers might sound scary, but it's really, really not. Now, before we actually do this, let's do this on view task data. So view test data. So right now we're going to test it to see if it's working with our website, because we don't want, to release it publicly, because if someone buys something right now, we have to, honor it or talk to the customer. So right here under publishable key, I'm going to go ahead and copy this, go back to our website, and just simply put this under the test publishable key, and I have test mode enabled. And then right here, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and put it right there as well. So let's go ahead now and test this payment to see if it's actually working. So right here, I'm gonna click on Save Changes. Now, one thing we need to do before we actually set the, to test everything is we need to actually set a shipping method. So do you want to provide free shipping? Do you want to provide, a $5 flat fee? Now, as we talk about Alidropship a little bit later, you're going to see the rates depending on what supplier you pick. So it would be very easy for you to set up a flat rate shipping, right? So right here, I'll just click on, we'll just click on United States right here. We'll just, pick one. Here, I'll click on add a shipping method, and I'll add a flat rate. Now, since we're using suppliers, we don't need to use the automated shipping rates, but we do need the automated taxes, which helps us tremendously. So right here under flat rates, well, how much does the flat rate cost? Well, let's just say you want to charge $4 for every single time someone you ship something, right? So maybe you charge $4. So right here, we'll click on Save Changes. It's already done. Now let's go ahead and test this out to see if this is working. So really quickly, an overview of shipping zones. I do have a full tutorial on this one as well. And you can set certain specific areas with certain shipping rates. So for example, right here, United States can be like $5. You can select another country for $3, depending on, how much it costs. So right now, all I have is a flat rate of around $4. So let's go ahead and test it. So let's go to visit site, and let's just pretend we're a regular customer going to your website. So I'm just going to go to my shop, and I'll say, okay, I see this shirt. This shirt looks good. It's $100. I'll buy it. Why not? I'll buy it. So right here, I'll add it to the cart. And then I'll go ahead and go to the carts. And then here we have the carts. And then I'll click on proceed to checkouts. And now right here, you can see that we have our billing information. So here I'll just put in my name. And then you're gonna go ahead and put in your address, all this information right here. And this is where we can add in your credit card. So again, this is in test mode. And right here you can see we have 2 shirts and then the price is $4. So right here, I'll put in the credit card number. And then, my bogus credit card number. And then right here, I'll click on place order. Oh, a billing phone is required. All right, so I'll go ahead and put something right here. And now I'll click on place order. All right, it is now processing. And this is the exact process of what your customers are going to go through and see when they buy products on your websites. And the order is complete, done. They will get an email notifying them about the purchase, and you will also get an email notifying you that you have made a sale. So right here, the total order was $223. Everything was successful. Right here, they have the dates and everything else. Now let's just go ahead and go back to our website right here to see if this is working. So as of right now, $0 are in this account. So right here, let's click on home. Now right here, you can see that net sales is $216. So now we know that this is actually working. So now that this is actually working, you know that you can actually, say, okay, this is working correctly. Now I can take it out of test mode and I can actually use the real-time rates. So right here under the viewing task data, you click on that. So now you see that it says $0 because there was no real money deposited into our accounts. So here under developers, we'll click on API keys. Now, these are the ones that you will use to make your site live. So remember, whenever you're ready to make your site live, you're going to take these keys right here. So let me just show you how to do that one more time in case you forgot. So right here, dashboard, WooCommerce, and settings. And right here under payments, we'll click on payments. And then right here under Stripe, we'll click on manage. All right, and then right here, we'll take off test mode, live publishable key. I'll go ahead and paste that right there. And then over here, we have our live secret key. And then I'll go ahead and paste that right there as well. So now when I click on save changes, now whenever someone buys something, they will need to actually, have a real credit card. They will need to actually, be a genuine customer. So let me just give you an example really quickly. So here, let's just say, for example, they want to go ahead and add this to the cart and buy it. So here they'll go to the carts and then proceed to checkouts. And now right now you can see that they do need a real credit card. And if they purchase it, you then make money. Now, really quickly, I want to show you how you can get rid of this stripe right here. This is really ugly and I don't like it. So let me just show you how you can change that really quickly. Going back over here to WooCommerce and settings. And of course, you don't have to change it. If you want to leave that, you're more than welcome to. I am just kind of I like to make things look nice and, people might not want to see stripe. So right here under credit card, whatever you want it to put, just put right there. So right here, I'll just put credit card and then pay with credit card, pay with credit card, because they don't need to know who Stripe is. They don't really care. They just want your product. They don't really need to know like who's your merchant service, so they don't really need to see that right there. So right here, I'll click on save changes and that is it. So as of right now, your site is live and ready to start taking payments. So let me quickly show you how to finish up your About Us page and your contact page. And then I'm going to show you how you can actually start to import products from Aliexpress. And then we'll talk about all of the fun stuff. But I just want to make sure we have a solid foundation of you knowing how to build the site and how you can control it before we even start talking about importing products. Now, really quickly, see this shop page right here? Now, I'm going to take this link right here and I'm going to go to home. Now, whenever you want to link something on your page, you just take the hyperlink and put it in the button. So right now, I'm going to click on Edit with UX Builder. Now, right here, we have Shop Men. Now, let's say you want to link the Shop Men to your shop page. Just click on the link right there and click on Apply. That's how you kind of use and direct traffic on your website. So let me just give you an example. I'll click on X. Now, when I click on Shop Men, it's going to take them to our shop page. So that's exactly how you interlink stuff. So for example, if you want to also say, Here, I'll use the contact form. I'll click on contact us. We haven't made it yet, but we're going to make it right now. And then let's say, for example, right here, you might want to add in like a contact us, just hypothetically, and just giving you an example. So here we can always change this later. So instead of shop woman, we'll put something like contact. And then right here, I'll just give them the link for that where they can go to our contact page. And that is exactly how you can guide and navigate your traffic. So I'll click on X right here. So now if I click on contact right here, you can now see that it takes them to our contact page. So let's go ahead and edit this contact page. Here, I'll click on edit with UX Builder, and let's just slap on a template. I don't want to spend a lot of time, step by step with this. You guys are already professionals at this point. You guys kind of know what you can do. Now, I think they already have pre-made templates for contact pages. Yeah, right here, contact. And then maybe we can add in something right here, like get in touch, or this one right here. We'll go ahead and import this. And this is why Flatsome is the best, because of stuff like this where it's just all done for you. Now right here, remember how we have already made contact forms? We'll click on this right here and just, you can add in, anything you want right there. There you go. So now we got a beautiful contact form. And remember, it is linked directly to our email address. So we don't have to spend a lot of time and, time messing around with all that stuff. Now let's just say you want to change the width of this really quick. So let's say you want it full width. So on this gear icon right here, you're going to go to templates and go to full width right there. All right, so that's a quick rundown of how you can make it full width. I'm sure most people today use full width pages, so you might want to, make it. So we just made a contact page, and again, we have our footer right here at the bottom. All right, so that was pretty quick. We made a contact us page, etc. Now let's go to the about us page, and let's just, let's have some fun right here. We'll edit the UX Builder, and we'll make a really quick about us page. So right here, add to content, Flatsome Studio, click on the about us page. Now you might want to use something that's kind of similar to, what you're trying to achieve with your website. You don't want to use a bunch of, random tacky designs. But let's go and see what else we got over here. We got campaigns. We got full pages. Maybe the full pages, we can use one of these right here. Let's see if we can use one of these. It looks like most of these right here are strictly for landing pages. So yeah, I want to say these are mostly landing pages. I don't think right here these would be good for an about us page. But you can always mix and match. If you like a certain section, you can always import it and then kind of use another part. So let's just go to about us right here. And then here we'll just do like a, we'll import this right here. And the about us is great for adding team members. It's great for adding things about like your company, how you got started. So here, I'll go ahead and import something else. Maybe you want to add in like your team right here. So I'll simply go ahead and add in our team below that. And then maybe we can import just like a little bit more text of how your company got started. You don't want too many images on the page. You kind of need some text right here. This is actually a header. This would actually be perfect for us. All right. Now I want to take this section right here, this banner section, and I want to go ahead and take this and put it at the way top. And also this section right here as well. So now we have this introduction section. Now I want to make this full width really quick. So over here under the template right here, we'll change this to full width. And now we have a full width page. And there you go. And then of course you can add in more text. You can change this, etc. You can swap the images. Remember how we changed the images? That's exactly what we did right there. So this is where you'd probably want to talk about your company and hey, we're a great company. We take your money and all that good stuff, and then etc. So that's basically how you would create an about us page. Now, one last thing before we jump into dropshipping, we did actually add Woocommerce. Now, maybe you want to add in your products right here. So when we start importing products, I'm just going to show you on how you can actually customize it so you can start adding products to your side pages, how you can add products to your footer as well. So right here under footer, we have our layouts right here. So this section right here controls our footer, but we need to go over here and let's go ahead and customize our footer right here. So over here under widgets, we're gonna go to footer 1, click on add a widget, and we're gonna find the WooCommerce products. So we're going to find the products, there you go. How many products you want to display? I'll just put 4 for now. And then I'll click on publish. All right. So now let's close this and take a look at our footer, and voila. Now you can start to see that products are starting to come. And again, you can always change this color. It's all in the theme customizer. Everything to customize, everything is in the theme customizer for your footer. This is footer 1 and this is footer 2, okay? So we are now ready to start importing products from Aliexpress onto our website. And again, make sure that you have categories set up. So right here under Woocommerce, or I'm sorry, products, you want to make sure you have categories, because we want to make sure that Aliexpress adapts with our website. And to do that, it will need categories. So if you don't have a category, make one right here, put whatever, and then click on add a new, and then you can always give your category an image right there as well. All right. So let's go and do that. Now, there is a link in the description to this website. It is called alidropship.com. Now, you can also get there by going to darylwilson.com/Aliexpress. Now, if you use my link and you enter the code Daryl10, you also receive a $10 discount. Or I'm sorry, a 10% discount, which is, I think, $9. So it's pretty close to 10. So right here, you'll go to buy plugin. And then this is a one-time fee, guys. So I know it's $89, but this is a one-time fee, and you're not going to pay monthly for it. So, you know, you're setting up your entire store for like maybe $200, and you're not going to have to pay a monthly fee. So, you know, it's a much better alternative than paying monthly with Shopify. So right here, you will see your order. You can go ahead and click on it. And then right here, you can go ahead and put in your credit card, or you can use PayPal. And it's funny, we're using this same exact technique on our website. So right here, credit card, just like ours, and then PayPal, just like ours as well. That's why I always recommend two. And again, I'm just reminding you all that if this plugin doesn't work for you, they can always like help you out. They can always fix it. And again, you know, if this dropshipping business doesn't work for you, you always get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you're not really trying anything with a huge risk, you know. But I promise you, you know, most of you are probably going to keep it because it's a great plugin. So let's go over here to dashboard. Now, once you download it, you're going to get an email from them, and it's just going to tell you to download the plugin. So you will get it in your email address. So make sure that you get it. All right. All right. And also make sure to check your spam. It could always end up in your spam. So right here under plugins, we're going to go to add new, and we're going to upload the plugin that you got from Aliexpress or from Alidropship. Let me go ahead and close this. Here, I'll click on upload plugin, choose the file, and now I'm going to select the plugin right here. And here I'll click on install. So that's how you always upload plugins. You know, you just upload it and then you click on install now. All right, so right here you can see that it has successfully installed. Now right here I'm gonna click on activate plugin. Okay. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Now right here we have Alidropship Woo. So let's go ahead and click on this. Now, right here, you're going to go ahead and enter in your license key. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in my license key to get this activated, because to do this, I believe you will need it. So I went ahead and I activated my plugin. Now, right now, I'm at the import products. So there's two ways on how you can import products, and I'm going to show you both ways, but I'm only going to recommend one. So right here, you can actually import products directly from your WordPress dashboard. However, I don't recommend to do this because there's a much better way on how to do it, but I'll just show you how you can do this anyways to decide if you want to use this feature or not. So right here under all categories, now I don't know what you're selling. You could be selling, you know, women's clothes, dog stuff, cat stuff, keyboards, pencils, or ninja stars, or whatever you want to sell. But right here, I'll just type in something like women's shirt. Now, right here, you can select the price. So you only want to get products with the price of $0 to 100 or something like that, or $50. Purchase volume, you can see what is trending. So you can say, well, if someone's, you know, buying it a certain amount, I want to go ahead and see it. The feedback score from a seller. So if someone is, you know, you want a reputable seller, you can go ahead and enter that feedback score right there, like, you know, 3 to 5 stars or whatever. So once you're done with that, you'll click on apply filter. Now, what it's going to do is that it's going to automatically connect with our store with Aliexpress, and we can just start importing products directly from Aliexpress. So right here are some products, and let's say, for example, you know, you're looking around and this one looks good. Maybe you want to go ahead and import this. So I'll click on this right here, and I'll add this to the import list right now. So now what I'm doing is I'm importing the products, I'm importing the images, the description, everything about this product, I'm importing it. So virtually everything is done. So right here, it's adding it to our list. And then of course, you can always go ahead and add something else to your, you can add this right here, add this to the import list as well. Here on the product info, you can learn more about the product. So right here, you can see that the product costs $5.43. There's 1,000 available, and it just gives you a little bit more information about it. Now, the reason why I don't recommend this option of importing products is because you can't see the other product images. You don't know if it has e-packets, and you don't know a lot about the manufacturer because the reviews of the manufacturer aren't here as well. So let's click on close. So we've actually imported those products. So add those to our import list. And now right here on the import list, we'll click on this. And now you can kind of see that we have the products here and they're available. So right here, for example, I'll click on view. And this is the product right here. So you can see it has imported the girl's product. It has imported the title and has imported the description about the product as well. Now right here, I'll click on edit product. Let's go ahead and take a look at this really quickly. Now, one thing about this is that the title is way too long, so you might want to reduce the title. Also, there is, for the product short description, we don't have anything there. So, I don't recommend doing it that way because, we can do it much faster. We can actually do it much faster. So that's just one alternative way on how you can do it. Now, let me show you the other way, the recommended way, mostly by most people and also Aliexpress. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our website right here, and we're going to go to aliexpress.com. Actually, before we do that, we need to install a Chrome extension. So go back over here to Google, reverse, and go type in Alidropship, and then we'll also do the Chrome extension. Now, you need the Alidropship Chrome extension right here. All right, so this is the plugin. This is the Chrome extension that you need for Alidropship, and it's great. It works really well. There are some glitches with it sometimes. Sometimes you just need to kind of let the page load and then it'll work, but most of the times it works really well. So we've added this extension to our browser, and now right here you can see that this is on and it is now connected with our website as well. So let's go ahead and go back over here to our we'll go back over here to Google, and we'll go to Aliexpress. Now right here, we'll click on Aliexpress. And this is aliexpress.com. So this is basically where all the products are that we can actually import. So it doesn't really matter what you're into. So you can be into, tech class or any of this stuff right here. They have so many different products that you can use right here. So like this product, for example, it costs $127. So just type in something that you're looking for. So maybe you're into like Ninja. Let's type in Ninja Stars. I don't even know if they have it. Maybe they do have a Ninja Star. And it looks like they do. Right here you can see that they have Ninja Stars available. Wow. So you can kind of take a look at these Ninja Stars. They even have like these home decor. And this stuff is like the stuff that trends, like you never know. You want to get an untapped niche. Here they have like Legos. And whenever you want to add, you'll just click on this little orange button and it'll automatically import it directly from this website to your website. Now, let me go ahead and back up here and let me show you a demonstration of exactly how to work this and exactly what to do. So I'm in the woman's niche. And for those of you thinking about women's niche, don't get into it. It's so competitive. There's way too many people out there selling women's clothes. So here I'm going to select women's shirts. Okay, so now you can see that it is authorized with my website. And again, to make sure that it works, you'll want to go down to your Dropship, and you'll want to make sure that you have the the license enabled. And once you have the license enabled, and then you'll install the extension, and then it'll connect to your store. So also, if you have any problems connecting to your store, make sure to let them know. But for most of you, if you enter your license key, it should work just fine. Okay. And also, I know you see my license key, but don't worry about it, because if someone else gets your license key, but you've already activated on your site, it's not going to go anywhere. So, all right, let's go ahead and go back over here. So women's shirts. All right, I am now importing women's shirts. So which women's shirts do I like? So you would just go ahead and look around here. Like right here, it's $6.30. Now I'll talk more about how you can set automatic pricing as well. So instead of actually having to manually change the price for every single one, I'll talk about how there's an automation system on how it can be really fast and simple. Now, really quickly right here on this top section right here, you want to make sure ePacket is enabled. Now, why do I recommend ePacket and why should you use ePacket? Well, there's a few reasons why. One of the biggest reasons why is that let's go ahead and try to find a product that doesn't have ePacket, like this one right here. So this right here does not have ePacket. And what ePacket is that it is a much faster alternative to shipping and it's free. So right here you can see that there's this cool looking shirt. It looks nice, right? Maybe someone will buy it. But the problem is that someone's going to have to wait 20 days to 38 days for this product. So that can take a long time. In fact, if you're going to use this product, I would actually just buy it, have them shipped to your house, and then you do all the shipping. But that would defeat the purpose of drop shipping, right? So what I would recommend is over here on the option, you want to go ahead and select this right here to hide products without ePackets. Now, let's just go ahead and say, okay, what is ePacket and what's the difference between ePacket and a product without ePacket? Well, with ePacket, you are given a much faster delivery time, 12 to 20 days, and it could come much sooner than that. So by doing this right here, your customers will get the product much faster. Now, remember, this website is just like a back end. You are the front end person. So you are the representation of this company or your company. So if someone buys something from your product, you can't sit there and say, well, Aliexpress took a long time. They don't know you're drop shipping. They like the product and they don't care where it is. They just bought it and etc. So you need to make sure that your site is reputable and that you are using good suppliers. So do your research on each supplier. So, go ahead and scroll down. Take a look at their returns. You can even see their other products as well. You can even contact the author. Here, this person has pretty good reviews, and most people do a good job reviewing. In fact, if you do buy something, make sure to review the person. If it's a good seller, give them a 5-star. If you're a really bad seller, give them a negative star. People need to know this stuff. So right here, you can see that, it's a fast shipping. It's great. This is a reliable seller. Okay, cool. We know that. So now let's go back over here and say, okay, now right here we have remove images and remove text. And I do recommend both, but I'm just going to show you what this does. So I'm going to go ahead and import this product right here. This one costs $6.30. All right, so right now I'm basically saying I want to import this product right here. Now, where do I want to import this product? Well, I might want to import it as shirts, right? So that's why we made categories. So you need to make sure that whenever you do this right here, you need to actually have your product categories, because if you have it on shoes or watches, it's just going to import these products onto the wrong product category. So right here, you can see that it's done. And then right here, once you're done, you click on import the items. So maybe you want to go ahead and shop around. Maybe we'll go ahead and do one more. I mean, look at these products right here. This costs 95 cents. So maybe right here, you'd want to go ahead and add this one as well to your store. All right. And then once you're done, you just click on import. So right now, import has begun. Check your import list later for a progress. So what that means is right now, it's actually importing the products in the background. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at our website to see if these products have imported. So over here, I'm going to go to my products. Where is it? It is somewhere here. There it is. Products. Sorry. So here you can see they have already successfully been imported on our website. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. So right here, we have this shirt. So right here, we have the products and we have the text and description. Now, this is why I don't recommend to have the text or the images, maybe just the images, because this description right here, it's going to let them know that like this is coming from another supplier. This is the supplier info. And honestly, who the hell needs a description that long? Nobody does. Like, you don't need to include all this stuff. So I would not include the text right there. But the great part about this plugin is that it has automatically set the variables for us. So right here, for instance, if we want to add like a white medium, the white medium is right there. So now we can know that all the variables are working correctly. So here they can kind of go through each and every one and select what they want here as well. Now, sometimes this might not work properly. Oh, there it goes. So if you have any problems with that, just take a double look at the manufacturer, because you're now venturing off into the world of dropshipping where you're dealing with business and other suppliers. And even this tutorial can't really help you. You'll have to do your own research and kind of find out, okay, is this a reputable supplier? Is this a good supplier, etc. So now let's say you want to go ahead and import all of the products on this website. Let's just say, for instance, you just want to go ahead and say, you know what, I want all the products on this website. I think they're all great, and I just want to go ahead and fill up my store with as many products as I can. Let's go ahead and do that. So right here, I want to make sure that the remove images and remove text is checked. Now I want to just go ahead and click on import 44 items. So what it's going to do right now is that it's actually going to import all the products right here onto our website. So doing this, it'll be, much faster than just randomly picking one per each. But once you're, a store and you really want to, pick your niche, and, I wouldn't recommend doing the bulk imports. But remember, you can always delete those products later in your WordPress dashboard. So here I'll type in like, we'll do a sword, I don't know. We'll type in sword, There we go. So like they got these cosplay swords right here. So like, you can kind of like browse around and take a look at some of these. Now, if the plugin actually grays out on you like that, just give it time or refresh the page. Sometimes that happens. So I have got emails about that with Aliexpress. So it's like a known glitch they have. You might also want to refresh your cache just in case that happens. So it does happen to me. A lot of people say, hey, you never get errors on your website or my tutorials. I do. I really, really do. So that's, just an example, but you can always import the items and then just delete the ones you don't want. So I've actually, imported all those products onto my website right here. Now let's just go back to our website and see if these are imported or not. Now it probably hasn't imported all of them because there are quite a bit of products that I selected. I selected, I think, 44 products. So right here, you can see that the products are not there yet. And that's probably because it's taken a while. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe just pause this video really quickly, and I'll come back to that. I'm sorry, one more thing is that when you import products, a good thing to do is also not to change the page because that can influence it. Now, remember how we had that glitch right there? So now you can see that it's working. So you just kind of have to leave it, just leave it there for a little bit, and it'll like read the products, etc. So that's just, an example. But I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and basically wait for those women's products to import because I imported maybe 44 of them, so that is going to take some time. So I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and I imported some of the products. Now right here, you can see the products are now in my dashboard right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these products. Now I didn't import all of them because I didn't want to wait, so I just imported up to 12 and I just canceled it. Now right here is one of the products. Now first off, let's just take a quick look at this product right here. So we have the product right here. We have all the different variables right here. So we have green, small, green extra large, etc., blue. Now, one thing that I like about this is that right here, there is no images and there is no description. It just gets straight to the point. So it just basically tells them about, the information about it, and that's it. There's not a bunch of other stuff like, a bunch of, information that they don't need. So right here, it's perfect. They have the title right here. We have the color, we have the size, etc. Now, let's just say you want to go ahead and edit this product really quickly. So right here under edit product. Now, I would suggest, put something a little bit more. They don't need all this information. So maybe just like, plaid woman's, plaid shirt or something like that. I'm not all like super, smart with all that stuff. So with women's products, obviously, I don't know much about. So right here, you'd put in a product short description, just like I did before, how we added like the description. So the product right now doesn't really have a description. So for example, right here, I'll just go ahead and go to my, website right here, and I'll just add in something really quickly. I'll just add in, just some description just to give you an idea of it. So right here, shop. And then this is exactly what one of your dropshipping websites could look like. It could look just like this right here. So right here, I have the products, I have everything. And then here, I just went ahead and I took all this and I went down here and I'll just paste it right there. And then now we'll go ahead and publish the product. And there you go. The product is now live. So we have the images. It's created the variables for us. We have description. And right here, if I click on view product right now, it is now going to give us an example of our product. So this is a great way on how you can start to import products from Aliexpress, the quick way. Now let's talk about categories. So we talked about categories earlier and why you need them. So for example, right here, I'm gonna click on home right here. We have like, for example, you have like, women's whatever here, etc. So what you can do with AliExpress in the categories is, let's say, for example, we want to sell watches now. We want to go ahead and sell women's watches right here. So what we can do right here is we can go ahead and go over here to watches, and we can just go ahead and import the watches to our website. So now what it's doing right here is that it's going to import these watches right here onto our website. And right here you can see that I've actually taken off the images and the text. So all they're going to do is get the title, and all we'll need to do is just maybe change the title, and then we can publish the product. So we have a full inventory lot of products right here. So it just depends on what you're looking for. You can be into anything, but right here we can buy this watch for as little as 72 cents. And then we can take that watch, and then we can actually sell it for maybe 30 bucks on our website. So there's a lot of ways on how you can make money with drop shipping. So right now I'm going to go ahead and import these products right here. So once those are done importing, I'm going to go ahead and add them to my website, and I'm going to link that category onto our website. So our shop right here might need some other stuff right here. So I don't have categories right here. So I might want to add that in so people that are shopping on our website know that we have different categories. So right here, I'm going to click on Customize Product Catalog. They used to call it like the category page, but they update the theme. It's really hard for even myself to kind of keep knowing what they add and change. So right here, I want to put the sidebar on the left side right here. I think most sidebars go on the left. Now, I do want to add some widgets right here. So right here, I might want to add in some widgets. Now, there's a few ways on how you can add widgets. You can either add them right here under the widget section, like sidebar, or you can go ahead and add them in the back end. There's really no way. It's virtually the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one right here because we don't have any upsells. Review by average rating. These aren't rated yet, so nothing's going to show up. What I want to put right here is something like maybe product categories. So I believe it is down here right here. We'll go ahead and enter in some product categories. So there we go, product categories. So now you can see there's shirts, shoes, uncategorized, and watches. Now you probably want to go ahead and delete uncategorized because, let's be honest, that looks really ugly. And right here you might want to add something else like a product search bar so people can actually search for a specific product. And then also maybe right here you can add some recently reviewed. So people who have recently viewed your product, you can kind of remarket to them right there on your website. And also right here, you can just add in products in general, maybe like top rated products. So right here, we'll just do, we'll just add products, and we'll add up to 5 products or 4 products. So now you can see the sidebar, it really adds a lot of decor, actually we'll add 6. It adds a lot of decor and style to your site. So now by looking at it, this looks more of like a professional website. Now, there are other alternatives on how you can design, the header and everything, but I'm not going to get into that because that's in my other tutorial. So for example, right here, we have watches right here. So right now we are going to import the watches onto this section. Now, let's say, for example, we want people to come here from our homepage. So right here, I'm going to copy this. Remember, this is the watches category, which is where these are actually going to import. And then we're going to go to our homepage right here. And you can go ahead and link them directly to that specific page. So right here, I'll click on Edit with UX Builder. And remember, all you need to do is just simply take the link and then just post it in there. So right here, for instance, I'm going to change this right here to, view watches. It's literally all text. It's just a matter of changing, the text and everything to make it, official. And then right here, I'll put something like men's fashion. Watches on sale. Click on OK, and then click on Apply. And now click on Update. All right, so I'm click on X. Now, the products will probably take around maybe, 5 to 10 minutes to import, depending on how many products. But for 42 products, that could take, maybe 30 minutes. But again, everything's automated, so you just need to wait. So right now, if I click on View Watches, it's going to take them directly to the Watches section. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I want my watches to import right here, so I will be right back. Also, I want to go ahead and point out some things that'll really help you with your dropshipping website and make sure the plugin is working properly. Now, in this tutorial, when I was using it, it had some small glitches and everything. Now, a good way to get around that is to actually reset the cache and deactivate the extension. So now you can see right here, it says images to be imported 396. And now you can kind of see how it's 391 and how it's importing all of the images for me. So what you can do to basically make sure that your plugin doesn't have any issues is that when you first get the plugin, you can go ahead and change your browsing or clear your browsing cache. So right here, you would go to clear browsing data, and then you can go ahead and clear all the data for maybe like the past hour or two. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and deactivate the Chrome extension right there. And lastly, once you're done with that, you can go back over here and you would go ahead and log out and log back in, and it would authorize the plugin to work. And once you do that, it actually works really well. So I did have some issues with it here and there, but once you actually do that, it works like a charm. So right here, you can see that I have 373 images that are being imported. And right now, it is just basically a waiting game. Now, I'm going to talk about the images right here. So we're importing all these products right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this right here. Now, the great part is that this has imported all of the different colors. It has, it looks great. So all you need to do right here is simply just go ahead and change the description right here, add in some description, and there you go. You're all ready and set. So right here under edit product, all you need to do again is just change the title of this to something that, matches your store. Down here, you're going to go ahead and give some product short description. And then once you're ready, you'll go ahead and click on publish. And then once you do that, you can then go ahead and click on view the product. Now, this is a live product, so people can actually come to our website right now and buy this product as of right now. So right now you see that the images are still being imported. I mean, it is a lot of images, over 500 images, because I imported more than like 89 products or something like that. So let's go back over here to our dashboard. Now, what I want to do right here is introduce you all to the pricing system, which is probably the most important part. So right now you can see that I am importing a lot of products, and it would be almost impossible for me to go and edit every single one and keep adjusting the price every single time. I'm going to give you a much faster alternative on how you can do that. So right here under settings is your you have this option right here. Now, this is something I'll talk more about in a little bit, which is pretty incredible, where you can actually have get a percent if someone actually buys it as well, and that percent would come from Aliexpress. So I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But right here, you want to go to pricing right here. So this is where you're going to enter in your formulas. So for example, right here, I'm just going to click on add recommended because they've actually done a very good job. So when you click on add recommended, now you're given these numbers right here, and I'm going to explain what these are. So right here, the supplier cost, $0 to $1. So what that means is that if you import a product from AliExpress that costs between the price of $0 to $1, the customers will be charged $79 or $7.95. If a product costs $1 to $2, then the cost will then be $8.99. Now, there is a small little error in their formula that I noticed that probably they didn't notice. Right here under edit, you need to make sure that this is $1.01, because what that's going to do is what happens if there's a product that costs $1, literally, the formula won't work and it'll fall in between the cracks. So you want us to $1.01. And then right here, we'll change this right here to something like $12.99. So what that means now is that if someone buys a product between the price of $1 to $2, they will then be charged $12.99. Now the great part is that these prices are going to all update all the products for our products in our website, so we don't have to do anything. It's all automated. So right here, you can see that this is a great formula, and you're more than welcome to add in your own. Right here, you can add in a new formula. So you can put multiply, plus, addition. So for example, right here, these are multiplication. So if there's a product between $50 to $100, we're then going to charge a 1.5 multiplier to whatever product that costs $50 to $100. All right, so here I'm gonna click on cancel. Now, I think this is a great way to do it. Now, here's also a great thing. So maybe you wanna go ahead and round this to 99 cents. So if someone gets like a bizarre, if your formula gets like a bizarre price, it'll just round it to 99 cents, which is good. And then here you would activate rounding. Okay. So that's what price rounding is. So right here, I'm going to click on update. Now right here, you can see price start to update. So what it's going to do is that it's going to actually take all of the prices from Aliexpress and it's going to correctly modify them on our websites to make sure that these prices reflect the actual website. So let's click on starts. And of course, this is another waiting game. And now you can kind of see that it is going through all of these products right here. And it is, changing the price for each and every one because we updated it. And this is great for sales. This is great if you are, if there's something that you want to offer like a July 4th deal. This is where you would go ahead and do it because to manually change each and every price would take a very, very long time. So this is a much faster alternative. Okay, so the products have now changed on our website. Now let's go ahead and test this. Let's go ahead and go to our website and see if the actual prices are adjusted. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new tab right here. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look right here. So let's go to my shop. Now right here you can see all of the prices are now adjusted. So right here $7.95, $9.95, all of them are adjusted according to our formula. So now you're not going to get those bizarre prices of like, $31 and something odd cents. You're just going to get the actual prices of it's supposed to be. Now something like this right here, we would want to include rounding, and rounding would actually incorporate it to the 99 cents. But for most of these right here, these all look great. So you can see most of the products right here have the correct price. So you might want to, first you might want to add the rounding feature. I left it out, but that's a reason why you might want to add it. But all the products right here are added. Now, what you want to do is that when you use these products right here, you want to change the title and you want to add some description as well. So, this is a successful import. It's just you might want to modify it a little bit to make it look a little bit more attractive because this right here does not look attractive. So I've basically shown you all how you can create the website from scratch. So this is the website, and again, we made a fully functional website. We have the home, the about us, the shop, the checkout, the cart, the contact. You can accept payments on your website. And when someone actually buys these products right here, people are actually going to pay real money for it. Like this is the real thing. So once someone purchases it from your website, so this one right here for $7.95, you are then going to contact the supplier and you're going to let them know, but hey man, someone bought the product, and then you're just going to go ahead and buy them directly from the manufacturer. So let's say, for instance, let's go ahead and take a look at a product right here. Let's see what we got going on right here. So we have, let's just take a look at some of these watches right here. Which ones we imported? I don't know which ones I actually imported. I just know I imported a large bulk right here. So we have this one right here. And this right here is from one of our suppliers. So once this product sells for $9.95, you are then going to go to Aliexpress and you're going to purchase it on their website for the price that they listed. So let's say you made your first sale. Let's say someone came to your website and purchased this watch right here off your website for $9.95. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go back over to your Aliexpress and your account, obviously, and you're going to actually purchase this same product from this supplier. So right here, you can see my formula is taking place. So right here, we made a $6 profit off this watch right here. Now, right here, we're going to go ahead and buy this product. So let's say, for instance, they bought the pink one. I'll click on the pink one and go to buy now. Now, once we're here, you'll need to click on add a new address. Now, you're going to go ahead and fill in the shipper's address. So the order that you actually place will be located in your dashboard. So going back over here, when you get an order, you're going to go down to Woocommerce and go to orders right here. And all of the orders that you get are going to show up right here. So for instance, right here, this would be the address you would send it to. So all this stuff right here is where you're going to put this information right here. So I'll just go ahead and do a quick one just to run it through and show you how this works. So here I'll just put in Daryl, and then 3 Earl Avenue. I'll put just putting some bunch of weird information in here. Put my old address. No, I don't live there anymore, but And then here I'll put in something like, I'll just put in whatever. And then right there, you need a zip code and then put in a phone number. Now right here, you're gonna click on save and ship to this address. Oh, here I'll put in a phone number. So you might wanna put in their phone number. So I'm just gonna put, okay. So right here is this would be the fictional address of where, you know, the people who would, you know, receive it. Now, once you do that, you're gonna go down here, and right here, you're gonna go ahead and tell the seller that you're gonna go ahead and paste this in right here. Now, I got this right here from a forum about drop shipping. Now, one of the issues with drop shipping is that when you're drop shipping, the manufacturer is going to send them all of the invoices and promos, which means that they're going to see that this product was purchased for $3.54. So you don't want your customers to see that, because then they're going to say, hey, you know, like, why, you know, how come that this product costs $3.54? So you don't want to include that. So you need to tell your supplier that you don't want any invoices or pro materials, and then put we are drop shipping. Let them know that you're drop shipping, and they will know what drop shipping is. So once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and purchase this product right here, and then you're going to click on confirm and pay. And this company will then go ahead and do all the shipping for you. They will do everything for you. So right here, review your order, payment, and done. Now, there are some tips I want to give you all. Now, one of the even more lucrative parts about this tutorial is that there's an affiliate program for this. And this affiliate program will actually pay you for people who actually buy the product. So right here on the Alidropship Woo right here, we'll go to settings right here. Now, right here, you have cashback URL. So what this means right here is that if someone buys your product on whatever price that you sell for, you will also make 12% cash back for every single dropship purchase that you make. Now, you will need to sign up for their program right here. So there's two programs that you can sign up for. It's like a commission junction. It's like share sale. And once you do that, you can then start getting cash back from your sales. So you're making profit off, of course, you know, the difference, but then you're also making 12% cash back from Aliexpress. So that means from this purchase right here, you're going to get 12% of this right here. So you're going to get maybe another, 50 cents, you know, or 30 cents or something like that. So that's another great way on how to make money. And if you're drop shipping large volumes, or you're drop shipping a lot of stuff, you know, having another 12% cash back is great. Now, another big tip for drop shipping is when you actually buy it on this website, use a credit card that gives you cash back. So you're going to get maybe like another 1 to 5% cash back on your credit card. So you want to make sure that you're using a credit card with a rewards points. So as you're buying these, as you're purchasing that, you're also getting rewards on your credit card. So you're going to get rewards from your credit card. You're going to get a cash back from AliExpress, and then you're also going to make the profit from every single sale. So you can see how this can be very lucrative. So going back over here. Now, again, right here, a lot of these settings are, you guys can kind of go through these, and I'm not really going to go through each and every one. So basically, I've given you guys a great rundown. So we first created the website. So all the pages are working: the home, the about, the shop, the cart, the contact. People can actually come to our website and buy something. We can accept it with cash. So if someone has a credit card, we can go ahead and enter in they're entering their credit card number, and then they can buy whatever you list right here on their websites. Now, this right here is a fully functional dropshipping website. So as of right now, people can come to this website and buy products, and we can ship it to, or the manufacturer will be able to ship it. Now, in case you're looking for inspiration, this is another trick that I've kind of learned. If you're looking for inspiration, like let's say you're making a watch website, and you just don't know on how whether people are doing it, you're kind of in the dark. What you can do is right click right here and go to search Google for image. Now, most of the time you'll find other dropshippers out there that are actually selling these same products. So like right here, it looks like this website right here, China's Best Mart, is doing the same thing. Omicron watches. So you can kind of go through each and every one of these dropshipping websites to see what other people are doing. I don't want to click on their website because, I don't want to defame them in any way. I'm just letting you know that if you're looking for inspiration and, you want to see how the site's done, you can go ahead and check out other people. So I've basically run you through on how to create the website. You can upload products from AliExpress. You can accept payments. You can create product categories. You know, I showed you how to get the plugin. I've shown you which plugins to get. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is marketing. Now, this website is virtually useless without marketing. Now, there are some things I want to talk about. So first off, let's just go ahead and go to facebook.com. And I'll go ahead and log in right here. And also, I'm going to go over here and go to Google. And then here, I'll type in something like red dresses. Now, there's a few different ways you can market. And I found that there are some successful ways and some unsuccessful ways. Now, you're going to get so much argument or people saying this works, use Facebook. I'm just going to go ahead and give you some alternatives that I've used in the past that work really well. One of them you can go ahead and try to use is Facebook. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. You know, Facebook, it's not as easy as it comes by. Facebook, you know, the best way to do it would be actually to create videos. Now, I have a full tutorial on Facebook ads that I just made probably around a week ago. So that video is going to be up at the time of this recording when I've actually published this video. So Facebook is a great way. I mean, you're going to end up paying maybe around, it depends on your niche, maybe around 10 cents to $1 per click. For my specific niche, I pay around $1 because I'm in the tech sector. So it ends up to be a little bit more pricier than most other sectors. So this is my current Facebook fan page. And again, you know, I have over 8,000 followers. I have spent quite a bit of money on this page, but you know, it's useful. I can reach my audience. I can market properly. So Facebook ads is a great alternative. Now, I'm not going to tell you that all you need to do is just go ahead and, you know, open up a store and post on Facebook and you'll make money. That's simply not true. In fact, I see a lot of people out there just saying, open up a Shopify store and a Facebook page and you're set. I'm like, no, that is so far from the truth. Like, I have wasted thousands of dollars advertising on Facebook without making any sales whatsoever, even with A/B split testing, you know, and it just happens sometimes. You know, it's the world of sales. You never know. So Facebook ads is a great way to how you can start getting traffic. Now, I have a full tutorial on that in the description below, so you can try and use Facebook as one of your alternatives. A better alternative, the one that I actually recommend, is the Google Merchant Center. So how would you like your products to show up right here instead of, you know, scrolling down and then getting bombarded with ads and then not really being able to, you know, even see them? Now, the difference between Facebook and Google Merchant Center about why I recommend this is because people are actually looking to buy something right now. Like, for example, we'll type in something else. Like I typed in RGB key earlier, say RGB keyboard for sale. Now, right when I type that in, you can see that there are 5 products that go to the top of the list. And right here, you can tell the difference. So with a Facebook ad, let's go ahead and just go to one of my, let's go ahead and find an ad right here. Right here. So I was actually about to scroll past this. So I don't even use this. You know, I don't use video editing whatsoever, and they're actually marketing it to me. So they're kind of wasting their money here. Now, with Google Merchant Center is that I'm actively looking for a keyboard. So you can see a huge difference right here. Right here, you can see the keyboard, you can see the price, and you can see the reviews and where it's coming from. With this ad right here, how much does it cost? Well, you got to sign up, you got to learn more, you got to register. It's such a process. So by going over here and just seeing an ad, in fact, I'll just go ahead and click on one of these. I'll just go to this one right here from the Google store. Right here, I mean, I'm introduced to the keyboard. I have a deal already. I can simply add it to the cart, buy it. I know when I get it and where it's shipping to. So this right here is simply way better than Facebook ads. So you can use Facebook ads, but in my personal opinion, spend the time to use Google Merchant Center because it is so much more convenience for the buyers. Now, I will have a full tutorial. No, at the time of this recording, I will have a full tutorial on how to set up Google Merchant Center in the description below. Now, there are some alternative methods. So one of those is hiring an influencer like someone like myself. So let's say, for instance, that somebody already has an audience. So let's go ahead and see if we can find something. So right here, I'll click on Browse Influencers. Now, you're going to have to go ahead and type in your niche. So right here, you'll go ahead and like put in like luxury or we'll do, what do we do right here? We'll do luxury and motivation. We'll see what that comes up. luxury and motivation. All right. So then you'll be left with the list of influencers right here. And right here, let's say, for instance, you want to, let's see this guy right here. He's doing it for 121,000 followers. So he has 121,000 followers and he's posting luxury stuff. So you would go ahead and pay this person to say, hey man, like, I have a product. I really want to sell it. Can you go ahead and market it for me? And then right here, you would go ahead and pay the price. So right here are 2-hour shout outs, or you can leave a permanent shout out, etc. So what they're going to do is they're going to advertise your products to that following. Now, this is a great way on how to get more exposure, you know, because people can share it, people can like it, they can tell their friends. So you might want to do your research on the actual person. You know, maybe they have fake followers, so you want to go ahead and, you know, take a look at their profile and see their engagement from their followers to see if this is a genuine influencer. So this is a great alternative, you know, by hiring an influencer. So, you know, it's a great way to start, you know, your campaign. Also right here is a great story about how somebody actually made an Amazon website, virtually almost the same thing as a dropshipping website. And they basically said that all they did was make blogs. So there are a few good resources on where to get bloggers. So right here, I'm gonna go to my affiliate link right here. If you guys decide to use, you know, cheap bloggers right here. So iWriter is another great website where you can actually hire someone and you can hire people to write for your website continually. Now, the reason why, you know, these work well is because when you go to a website and you learn something from those people, you gain value. So you want to provide value for your customers. You don't just want to sit there and be a salesman all the time. If you go look at any other website, they're going to tell you, you know, how to, you know, like what to do at home with gardening and, you know, just tips and tricks, you know, stuff like that. So you want to provide value to your audience. So one of these things I followed right here is someone who just basically, this person literally just blogged all day long and they didn't do any backlinks. They didn't do any SEO work, but they released a lot of blogs. So we're talking about 19 blogs per month. So if you want to go ahead and hire, outsource and hire someone to write content for your website, which is a great idea, I recommend iWriter because, you know, it's cheap, it's fast, and they can write about any single niche. Now, while you're doing this, you know, while you're doing your SEO, your campaigns of, you know, Facebook, Google Merchant Center, hiring influencers, hiring bloggers, you might then want to hire a freelance company. So right here is another company that I use called Freelancer, and I use them to hire my SEO people. So right here, you can go ahead and make an account. And again, you can go ahead and hire a freelancer. In fact, I have a company right now working on my website, darylwilson.com. So darylwilson.com has, I'm using a freelancer for now that we know we're long-term, you know, partners. I'm using them for my website to do my SEO. And of course, SEO is like, you know, backlinks, exposure. So for example, when someone types in Daryl Wilson on the search engine, I want to be found as number one, you know? So right here, you can see Daryl Wilson WordPress tutorials for beginners, and then all my stuff right here. Now this is all done with SEO. So if you want your site to start, you know, competing and start to grow organically, you will need to hire an SEO company. Now there's, like I said, or you don't need to hire an SEO company. You can just do it manually and you can just advertise. So whenever you want to get traffic, you would advertise. But that's a short-term method. So SEO again is a long-term, you know, long-term goal. So with SEO, you're going to get results anywhere between, maybe you'll get results maybe around 6 months, 3 to 6 months, but you'll pay them maybe like $200 a month, you know. But this right here, you're trying to make money on every single sale. So I will go ahead and put every single link that I just mentioned in the description below. So as of right now, you have your dropshipping websites. And you can go ahead and use Facebook to market it. You can use Google Merchant Services, which I recommend. You can use iWriter. You can use Freelancer. And I recommend a combination of both. So if you're going to ask me right now, after this video, what should I do? I'm first going to tell you, just get your SEO campaign started. You want to make sure that your site is indexed and, you know, crawled properly. So when people are looking for it, it looks professional. After you do that, you might want to hire a blog content writer to start writing about content. And it has to relate to products on your website. So for example, again, if you're selling gardening tools, you might want to give them like, you know, top five things to buy for your garden, or, you know, 3 of the best fertilizers to use, or something like that, you know, something to really encourage and tell people about it or inform them about it. After that, I would go for an influencer. Hire an influencer, maybe once or twice a week. See where that takes you. You never know what's going to happen. And after that, once you've done all that stuff, then it's up to you to start using ads. But again, with ads, you're going to be paying right away. So you want to make sure that your site is fully optimized and ready to go before you even start to promote it. So again, I will be having future videos on other dropshipping websites. Aliexpress is not the only dropshipping website, and I'm going to be having more videos on other dropshipping websites where you can actually dropship from other companies, you can dropship from different countries, etc. So by now, I hope this video was helpful. I think I've showed you all how you can start your websites, how you can import products, how you can advertise. Again, those tutorials are all in the description below. They're free tutorials, and I just didn't want to put them in this video because this video is already really long, and I just didn't want to extend it by like 3 more hours. But for those of you watching this, congratulations. By now, you probably know how to start dropshipping, and I wish you the best success. And it's a journey from here, and there is no right or wrong answer. A lot of people do dropshipping and they make $3,000 their first month. A lot of people do it for 4 months and don't make any money at all. So it's just a matter of you trying it and learning it, and how to start your store, and maybe even quit your job. Maybe you'll be driving one of those Lamborghinis like those other guys. Who knows? But again, I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to go to my website, darylwilson.com. You can go to my questions tab, and you can go ahead and post a question that you have there, and I will go ahead and do my best to answer it. So again, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to like this video, make sure to share it, and I will see you all in the next video.